Okay, so this is an explanation now of how the.
How they arrive at some settings for the bomb.
All right,
This is how they decided how to set the bomb up.
I see.
To find the key of today. If you can imagine this.
Yeah.
Is the encrypted text.
Yeah.
Now the Germans made some procedural errors, and that they would very often include the same word in the message on multiple messages.
I see.
So, for example, there were some weather ships in the Atlantic, and they would send out a message every day containing a weather forecast. And within that, Wetterforsage.
Wetterforsage. I see. Yeah.
So,
weather forecast.
So that would be broadcast to all the German Navy.
Mm-hmm.
So you know within that encrypted text, the word weather forecast is within it somewhere.
Ah, I see.
Now,
but you don't know where.
You don't know where. But you do know that the Enigma machine won't encrypt a message to itself.
Yes.
So if you press a letter T, for example, you will never ever get a letter T back.
I see.
So this word can't be at that point in the message.
I see.
So you can run it on a notch. It can't be there either.
Gotcha.
Can't be there. No,
yeah.
You got it. Can't be there.
Yeah.
Can't be there.
Yeah.
Can't be there.
Yeah.
No, I think that could be there. So now you've got an opportunity, you've got a relationship between these letters.
Yes.
And you can use that relationship to program the bomb.
Yeah.
To look for a combination of wheels.
Yeah. That will deliver that.
Deliver that
result. Yes.
Yeah. So that, because of the length of this message, it's quite a long lot of text. It's quite a good crib. Because you won't get very many stops, because you with a short crib you might get some stops which are false.
Mm-hmm.
But with a long crib you'll get very few. There's some Turing did some maths
to say how
many you need. Yes, how long a message you need to make it worthwhile. How long a crib you need to make it worthwhile. I can't remember the details. But obviously the more characters the better.
Yes.
And Wetterforsage is
quite long.
As soon as you crack that, you know the key for the day for the German Navy.
Right.
You can start to decode their messages.
Silly buggers, as it were.
Yeah. But there's a number of things they could have done to limit the success of decoding their messages.
Yeah.
For example, you might add a random character in every now and again.
Yeah.
Don't use the same text more than once. Basic stuff.
Had they done those tricks, it would have made it
very hard here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at its peak, the Germans would change their message keys midnight. By 6 o'clock, we were beginning to translate their messages because we cracked their code.
Right.
And because they were quite efficient in the way they did things, we might actually be translating their messages before the Germans themselves were translating their messages.
It was as quick as that. That's incredible. And you did mention, I think, earlier about the numbers of people involved, which I found quite stunning.
9,000 people worked in Bletchley Park.
Yeah.
3 shifts
right.
every day, 365 days a year.
Right.
Doing this work. There was more people scattered throughout Bletchley and the surround also working. I mean, there were people at Wadden, there were people at Eastcote, Stanmore, etc.
Yeah.
All doing this. And there was 200 bombs working in the country. Another 100 in America.
Right.
So
and all designed here?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No, all the English bombs of this type, they were designed in the UK.
Yeah.
The Americans had their own design, slightly different.
Yeah.
Though they came and had a thorough debriefing, so they knew what we were doing, how they were doing it. They came up with a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
They used uniselectors rather than rotating commutators.
What's a uniselector as opposed to?
A uniselector was a switch which was used in telephone exchanges. You know, when you in an old telephone, you pick it up, you go click, click, click.
Yeah.
Well, that was pulsing the uniselector on from one contact to the next. You could see them. I had some drawings somewhere. We did have a uniselector skulking around somewhere. That's an American. That's the American version.
I see.
Slightly different. Similar in concept, and you've got a motor and rotators there. I think up there was different. It's subtly different.
All right.